Hi everyone, Ryan Slate here. Welcome to Court Fire. Buckle up, because this one's wild. Picture me at PT, rehabbing my knee, squats, lifting, all that fun stuff, when an ESPN notification hits. Nico Gumi becomes the first player to join the new Project B League in Europe and Asia. Yeah, that just broke everything. The WNBA commissioner finally speaks, and what she said could be the beginning of the end for women's basketball as we know it. Saudi Arabia drops a bomb, launching a rival women's league backed by billions in oil cash, and suddenly the sports world freezes. Even league officials are whispering that the WNBA might not survive this. But how did we get here? And why are the very players who built the WNBA now helping the Saudis dismantle it? It all started with that one headline, ESPN alert screaming Nico Gumi signs with Saudi-backed Project B. Nico, right in the middle of blazing CBA negotiations where literally everything is on fire, is now the first to jump into a league designed to rival, not complement, the WNBA. 5-on-5, Saudi money pouring in, 66 of the world's top players. This is not a side project. And yes, she's the president of the WNBPA, negotiating contracts for everyone, and she just signed up with the competition. It's like Saudi Arabia's playbook for LIV golf all over again. Outspend, outshine, and reshape the game. Inside WNBA headquarters, panic, because if your union president jumps ship, who's left defending the league? Nico's equity argument makes headlines. Women rarely get this in sports. Meanwhile, almost every player at the table has a stake elsewhere. Brianna Stewart and Fisa Collier with Unrivaled, Kelsey Plum, Elizabeth Williams, and Aya Wilson in Athletes Unlimited. Owners promise more pay if they stay, but these players already have bets on the side. Economists call it a prisoner's dilemma. We call it chaos. Saudis didn't stop at fat checks, they dangled equity, but it's only valuable if Project B succeeds. And the WNBA? At its peak, record crowds, record viewership, stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese turning games into cultural events. Fans are confused, WNBA, Unrivaled, Athletes Unlimited, or Project B. Even Candace Parker praises Project B's global vision, suggesting maybe the WNBA dropped the ball. The real casualties? Middle-tier players, on hardship contracts, clinging to roster spots. Project B doesn't want them, they want the top 66. The first ones out, the ones who fought to belong, shoved aside by billion-dollar politics. Finally, the commissioner speaks, voice cracking. This isn't about competition. This is about survival. For the first time, the league admits it's not just fighting for attention, it's fighting for existence. Behind closed doors, chaos looms. If Angel Reese or Sabrina Ionescu jump, sponsors freeze, TV hesitates, fans vanish. Saudi money doesn't just change the game, it rewrites it. Like LIV golf, those who jump, labeled sellouts. Every press conference. How can you take money from a regime that restricts women's rights? No answer. Damage done. The WNBA's breakthrough year, record crowds, mainstream visibility, is now a crisis of identity. The WNBA is fracturing, fans are splitting, and the commissioner is watching her empire unravel live. In her final statement, she didn't sugarcoat it. Chase short-term cash over long-term growth, and the league that gave our stars a platform could disappear. Those words are echoing through locker rooms tonight because Project B isn't the future, it's a flashy paycheck with no foundation. When the headlines fade, so will the money. Do the players return? Will the WNBA even exist? Women's basketball just peaked, and one choice could topple it all. The question isn't whether Saudi Arabia can build a league, it's whether the WNBA can survive theirs. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark broke the internet again. The LPGA rolled out the red carpet, cameras flashing, fans cheering, sponsors lining up, all for a basketball player. Clark didn't say a word, her golf swing alone showed how stars should be treated. At the Anika-driven Gainbridge Prom at Pelican Golf Club in Florida, a casual off-season appearance exploded into a global spectacle. Ticket sales multiplied 12-fold, 34 million social impressions in a week. Fans in Iowa and Fever jerseys packed the fairways like it was the Final Four. LPGA paired her with golf royalty, world number 1 Nelly Korda and 10-time major champion Annika Stam, not just to fill seats but to make a statement. Women's sports can be exciting, glamorous, and profitable if you treat your stars right. And they celebrated her. Nelly Korda said, "It was like playing with a friend. She's relaxed, confident, and enjoying herself." Annika Stam added, "She's super mature for 22, handles herself so well, and brings energy and fun to our event. Last year, Clark played 9 holes with Nelly Korda and 9 with Annika Sain-Stam, leaving a lasting impact on the event. For the LPGA, Caitlin wasn't an outsider, she was a gift, bringing millions of new eyes to their sport. Clark said, "I'm honored to be an ambassador for Gainbridge, committed to elevating women's sports. I can't wait to return to Tampa in November to play with the best women golfers in the world." Contrast that with the WNBA, national broadcasts tucked away in low-traffic clips, bruises, and backlash instead of praise. Clark boosted league attendance by 300%, doubled national viewership, and became the top jersey seller, yet still earned $78,000 a year. Instead of celebrating, too many voices questioned her hype, downplayed her impact, or targeted her on the court. While the WNBA worried about control, the LPGA embraced opportunity. They built campaigns around her, promoted her in every highlight, and let her headline. The commissioner even called her a once-in-a-generation crossover star. The LPGA saw what the WNBA still refuses to. Caitlin Clark isn't competition, she's transformation. Caitlin Clark isn't competition, she's transformation. And the numbers prove it. The prom sold out. Fans traveled from multiple states just to watch her practice swings. ESPN and Golf Channel covered every move, and even pro golfers couldn't hide their admiration. Lilia Vu, Andrea Lee, and Megan Kong all rushed to meet her after rounds, not out of jealousy, but celebration. True support in action. Celebrities noticed too. Tiger Woods praised her impact, LeBron James called her special, and Chris Evert said the WNBA should honor her as the best thing to happen to women's basketball. Paige Spiranak went viral tweeting, "The hate toward Caitlin Clark from some players is disappointing. Women can be vicious while preaching empowerment. The LPGA gets it. They're letting her shine." This is a turning point. While one league struggles with resentment, another cracked the code for growth, respect, visibility, and value. Caitlin didn't just move tickets, she proved a truth: audiences respond to how athletes are treated. The LPGA gave cameras, prime coverage, and gratitude. The WNBA gave bruises, backlash, and silence. Clark never asked for special treatment, she showed up humble, focused, and calm. Fans don't love leagues, they love people. The LPGA understood that instantly. At Pelican Fairways, surrounded by cheering fans, she looked like a winner, not fighting for validation, but owning it. A basketball star outshining pros in a different sport, not by demand, but by earning it. The LPGA's treatment wasn't politics or publicity, it was understanding the moment. Caitlin bridges women's sports and mainstream culture. Every flash, chant, and headline proved it. People crave authenticity and excellence. Analysts already call her LPGA crossover a marketing masterclass, a win WNBA could have owned if it embraced her sooner. The real difference? Respect. LPGA trusted her star power. WNBA tried to manage it, and lost the spotlight. Then Kai Trump entered, turning a friendly prom into a political battlefield. On one side, America's beloved basketball icon. On the other, the granddaughter of the US president. Caitlin versus Kai, a 22-year-old phenom versus an 18-year-old golf prodigy. Fans split instantly. Some cheered the crossover, others saw politics. Caitlin, caught in the middle, just wanted to play golf. The media spun it into rivalry headlines, two worlds colliding, politics meets the fairway. LPGA leaned all the way in, paired her with world number 1 Nelly Korda and 10-time major champion Annika Sain-Stam, building marketing campaigns around her, giving national coverage. Compare that to WNBA, underpaid, over-targeted, disrespected. Clark's fame is earned, records broken, WNBA ratings peaked, still underpaid. Kai inherited attention. Together, they turned the prom into the most watched women's tournament in years. Analysts call it a marketing masterstroke for LPGA and a missed opportunity for WNBA. This story isn't just Clark versus Trump, it's how women's sports repeatedly chooses drama over unity. Fans are ready for the showdown. Golf, basketball, politics. It doesn't matter. Clark doesn't need to win to make history. Her presence alone changes the game. Drop #Team Clark or #Team Trump in the comments. The rivalry is just beginning.